Hello, this is Dr. Garrett Castleberry, Program Director for Communication, Media, and Ethics at Mid-America Christian University. I am here with our sneak preview for the recommended readings associated with our second and third week of the Film Noir unit in Comm 4103, Special Topics in Media Studies. Our special topic in this course this semester is an introduction to film. We're looking at film studies through a variety of lenses, but primarily we are exploring film by examining the genre. And we're looking at some theoretical makeups of various genres. And this unit 3, in fact, delves into film noir, the most unique of genres, perhaps because it is retroactively defined as such. We've broken that down ad infinitum in both class mini lecture as well as in our weekly podcast series, the Special Topics in Media podcast. So you can get the extended takes, and there are many on those episodes. But for now, this is just a preview of the supplemental, or rather recommended readings, occasionally reading excerpts that I've come across that I feel like complement the screenings and themes that we're tackling each week. We are blessed to be able to access Film Noir archives courtesy of the Criterion Collection and MacU and the MacU Library. And so a couple of the essays I would promote for our final 2 weeks coincide with those Criterion, the most recent Blu-ray Criterion releases of The Breaking Point from Michael Curtiz in 1950, as well as Jules Dassin's Night in the City, also 1950. And each of those special edition Blu-rays come with inserts in the form of an essay. So highly encourage that you get a chance to maybe rent that out from the library, check it out, see what the essay is all about. The Breaking Point essay that's included, just to tease it a little bit, the title is All at Sea by Stephanie Zacharek, if I'm saying that correctly, hopefully. And All at Sea is amazing because it delves into actor-performer John Garfield and how The Breaking Point was one of his last films before he died early in life, relatively speaking. And it's just a great essay that blends some of that background history of the film, of that process of adaptation, and then ultimately screen performance from the lead, John Garfield, who plays Harry. Well, another Harry, as we learned, also appears in Jules Dassin's Night in the City. And this, of course, is a Harry played by Richard Whitmark, all right? So no relation there. And in the, Criterion edition of Night in the City, there is an exciting, let's see if I can get this right, fold-out poster, of what Harry Fabian on the run, no doubt. But within the fold out, you get it unfolded here, we've got what appears to be newspaper strip style essay, courtesy of those at Criterion, but also specifically the essay entitled In the Labyrinth by Paul Arthur. And it's really exciting. I love the theme there. I'm very interested in labyrinthine mythos myself, and so it was a natural draw for me. But I think it could be a draw for you. I think this essay does a great job articulating how scene and setting play such pivotal roles in helping Night in the City succeed as one of the strongest downward spiral noirs, as the essay and author suggests. So that's also an exciting essay. You can get your hands on that in the final week. I've touted a couple of chapters, read an oral excerpt, old-fashioned practice. It's not quite gone yet, but it's close to extinction. I read a couple of excerpts aloud in class before our last screening from the film noir reader, edited by Alan Silver and James Ursini. And wow, this entire book is fantastic. But three specific essays stood out to me in this book, and just noting the first of those, Raymond Durgent's Paint It Black, the family tree of the film noir. This is an essay from 1970, but it does a great job theorizing about the points and parts that make up a film noir, or films noirs, as some of these authors state. An additional essay that strikes me is Paul Schrader's 1972 essay, Notes on Film Noir, and he does some similar business. Here we are in the early 70s, these theorists are competing with one another with their intellectual ideas. I mean, they're in conversation with one another, but there's kind of that intellectual competitive ism, and they are these essays are compiled together in this reader that was released in the mid-90s, highlighting the benefit of a reader, assuming we read, right? Which, hey, as long as we pick it up at some point, it's a noble pastime. It's a noble pastime. And there is a third, my goodness, all of these essays are so good, but there's a third essay on existentialism and film noir, some existential motifs about film noir, and that's a really good one that I also included on my trilogy of recommendations. All right, by Robert Porfirio. Okay, and so check these essays out if you get a chance. My recommended readings to close out our film noir genre in COM 4103, Special Topics in Media. Look forward to sharing additional readings that I come across, encouraging you in your individual journeys as you work on various projects, written, audio-based, oral, or other. All right, thank you.